How to Sustain Emotional Wellbeing. For more information, please visit www.selfesteemactivation.com. Our personal characteristics play a major role in our overall happiness. Research has suggested that as much as 25% of what makes us happy in life derives from things such as flexibility, our outlook on life, and resilience. Hardy people tend to bounce back from setbacks and remain positive. Some of our characteristics we inherit, but there is a great deal you can do to instill healthy characteristics within you. Personal development can help you improve your emotional well-being. You should get into the habit of questioning unhelpful and unhealthy thought patterns. People manage their emotions in various ways. For instance, some people like to bottle things up inside, whereas others prefer to explode at the slightest provocation. Where do you think you fit on the emotional management spectrum? If you are sitting at either of the two extremes, you are allowing yourself to be managed by your emotions, not the other way around. Since it can be very hard to judge yourself objectively, you should think of different scenarios and imagine your reaction to them. We all have a personal emotional spectrum that makes us capable of being interesting, unique characters. For that reason, you should not think of emotional management as a form of brainwashing. However, what it does entail is managing responses that are negative or violent in nature. People who react violently to any provocation do so because they are lacking in emotional maturity. If you go off the rails at people for no reason, the chances are that you are only able to see the world in straight lines. People who are excessively angry at minor provocation are lacking in perspective. Rather than seeing a problem as an irritant, they become enraged at any situation. This type of behavior is unnecessary and destructive. An individual who acts in this way is unable to make specific observations about their feelings. They are often rash and impulsive towards other people. If you are somebody who suffers from severe anger issues, you should really consider getting professional help. Of course, not all emotional problems are quite as extreme as anger problems, but there are still things we can learn from anger management theory. Anger management tries to get the individual to see in degrees of emotion instead of extremes. An anger management expert will try to instill an emotional spectrum in the individual, encouraging behaviors that are in proportion to the event. In many cases, someone with anger issues are often angry about themselves. They may, for example, be annoyed at their own personal shortcomings. This rage then manifests itself as an external projection onto other people. Treating anger often involves encouraging an individual to love who they are. Being able to meet the situation with an appropriate response is the main reason why being able to specify what you are feeling is so important. For example, are you angry at the person because you are upset or because you are jealous about something to do with that individual? The clearer you can be in identifying a problem will produce a more accurate response to it. The thing is, identifying an emotion can be tricky to those unaccustomed to it. For a bit of fun, try the following exercise. Get a pen and paper and write down as many positive emotions you can think of. Next to each emotion, write down a time you have felt it and what physical feeling it gave you. Now do the same thing with the negative emotions on a separate piece of paper. You should include experiences such as muscle tension, nausea, and butterflies in your stomach. Now relive the positive emotional experience. To do this, focus on one of the memories that gave you a positive experience. As you do this, notice how the physical sensation returns. Notice how swiftly you can begin to effect real physical changes in your body. The power of the mind should never be underestimated by anyone. This little demonstration shows how easy it is for us to create physical sensations just with the power of thought. Of course, imagining an emotion is just half the solution. Expressing them in a meaningful way is the next problem you need to work on. However, the fact that you are already taking steps in the right direction is a positive thing. You should now think about moving on to the next stage to fully manage your emotions. Thank you for watching this video. Please go to www.selfesteemactivation.com for more info and more free videos. Thank you.